I used to work late nights, the kind of shifts that make your world shrink down to empty roads, vending machine coffee, and a quiet house waiting for you like a loyal dog. But 3 years ago, something happened that made me afraid to ever come home in the dark again. At the time, I rented a small, single-story house on a dead-end street. Nothing special, just 2 bedrooms, old carpet, wood panel walls, the smell of cedar in the closets. I lived alone. Still do. The house always looked the same, completely dark, except for the porch light I always left on. Until one night it wasn't dark. Every light in the house was on. The living room, the kitchen, my bedroom, even the attic light that I never once touched. I thought maybe I'd left something on that morning. But all of them, every single one, no chance. Still, I told myself I was being paranoid. I unlocked the door and stepped inside. The lights flickered, not like a wiring issue, not random. Flicker, pause, flicker, flicker, like someone signaling me. I checked every room, closets, bathroom, under the bed, nothing. I turned all the lights off and tried to sleep. The next night I pulled into the driveway and froze again. Half the lights were on this time, but not random ones. The hallway light, bedroom closet light, and the lamp by my bed. The one you have to turn on manually with a little switch. I stared at the house from the car for a long time. I even called a friend, asked him to stay on the phone while I checked inside. Again, nothing. Just my stuff exactly where I left it, except the lamp. The switch was flipped up. After 3 nights of this, I started taking photos every morning before work to prove to myself I wasn't losing it. Lights off, all of them. Then I'd come home and find new combinations turned on. The second bedroom light, the pantry light, the hallway light, blinking like old film. It felt like the house was trying to talk to me, but I didn't know how to read what it was saying. I called my landlord. He said the house wasn't wired weird, no previous issues, no break-ins reported. Probably just old circuits, he said. But old circuits don't turn on a bedroom lamp by hand. Things escalated a week later. I came home and saw something new. My living room curtains were open. I always kept them closed. Inside, the TV was on, but not playing anything. Just grainy static. White noise echoing through the house. I stepped inside slowly. The second my foot crossed the doorway, the TV shut off. The room went quiet. Then the hallway light clicked on by itself. I watched it turn on switch, clicking upward, moving, like an invisible finger pressed it. That was the first night I slept in my car. The final night in that house is the one I can't forget. I got home earlier than usual just after sunset. The house was dark finally. For the first time in weeks, I thought maybe it was over. Then from inside the house, I saw a light turn on. The kitchen, then another, the hallway, then another, my bedroom. One by one, in a straight line, moving toward the front door. Like something walking through the house, I froze. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't look away. The last light that turned on was the small lamp near the entrance, the one with the manual switch. Then the porch light beside me flickered. Flicker. Pause. Flicker, flicker. Something was standing on the other side of the door. I dropped everything, keys, bag, jacket, and ran to my car. I peeled out so fast I left skid marks on the pavement. I never went back for my stuff. The landlord packed it into boxes and dropped it at a storage unit. He said he didn't see anything unusual. He also said something else quietly, like he didn't want to say it out loud. He hesitated. I live in a different place now. New neighborhood, new routine, new locks. But sometimes I'll come home late and see a single light on inside my apartment. The bathroom light, or the closet light, or the lamp I could swear I turned off. I tell myself I'm just tired. But sometimes, right before I unlock the door, the porch light flickers. Flicker. Pause. Flicker, flicker. Like something finally found me again. I moved into the apartment because it was cheap and close to work. It was on the third floor of an old building with narrow hallways and walls that smelled faintly like dust and paint. The landlord warned me about one thing before handing over the keys. Sometimes, he said, the building makes noises at night. I laughed and told him I was a heavy sleeper. That was a lie. The first night, everything was normal. The second night, I woke up at 1:42 a.m. with the strange feeling that someone was sitting on my bed, not lying down, sitting. I could feel the mattress dip near my legs. I didn't open my eyes. I told myself it was my imagination, that sometimes beds shift, springs move, old frames settle. Then the weight shifted, slowly, like someone adjusting how they were sitting. My breath caught in my throat. I stayed perfectly still. After about 30 seconds, the pressure lifted. The mattress rose back to normal. I finally opened my eyes. The room was empty. The next night, it happened again. Same time. 1:42 a.m. This time, the bed dipped closer to my waist. I felt it clearly. There was no denying it. The mattress creaked softly, then something new. A sound. Breathing. Right near my shoulder. Slow. Shallow. Like someone trying not to be noticed. I squeezed my eyes shut and held my breath. When I finally looked, the room was empty again. I slept with the lights on after that. By the fourth night, I stopped sleeping in the bed. I lay on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, staring at the ceiling. At 1:42 a.m., I heard the bed creak in the bedroom, even though I wasn't in it. The mattress dipped, then dipped again, like someone climbing onto it. I sat frozen, listening. Then I heard a soft sound, fabric shifting, bed sheets. Something was lying down. The next morning I checked the bedroom. The sheets were wrinkled, indented, like someone had slept there. I called the landlord. He sighed, didn't sound surprised. "Does it happen around the same time every night?" he asked. "Yes," I said. 1:42. There was a long pause. Then he said, "Don't sleep in the bed tonight." I asked him why. He didn't answer. That night, I stayed at a friend's place. Nothing happened. I felt stupid for being scared. The night after that, I went back to the apartment. I told myself I would face it. I lay in bed with the lights on, staring at the ceiling, phone in my hand. 1:41 a.m. 1:42 a.m. The mattress dipped hard, much harder than before, like someone dropping their full weight onto the bed. I screamed and jumped up. The dip stayed. The mattress stayed pressed down, as if someone was still sitting there, right in front of me. I backed away slowly. Then the indentation shifted toward me, like something was standing up. I ran. I moved out 2 days later. While packing, I noticed something carved faintly into the wooden bed frame. 5 shallow marks, like tally marks, scratched deep enough to stay, but light enough to miss at first glance. I asked the landlord one last time what happened there. He finally told me. The previous tenant, he said, used to wake up every night at the same time. Why? I asked. She said someone sat on her bed. My stomach dropped. She stayed anyway, he continued, until one night she didn't wake up. I have a new apartment now, new bed, new routine. But sometimes when I lie awake at night, I feel the mattress shift slightly, just enough to notice. I don't look, I don't move. I just check the time. 1:42 a.m. I live alone, and I've always been careful about locking my doors. Every night before bed, I check the front door, the back door, and the bathroom window. It's a habit I've had since childhood. That's why what happened still doesn't make sense. It started with water. One night around 1:30 a.m., I woke up to the sound of dripping. Not rain, not pipes knocking, dripping. Slow, steady. I thought I'd left the bathroom faucet on. Half asleep, I walked down the hallway and pushed the bathroom door open. The shower was wet, not damp. Wet. Water droplets clung to the glass door, sliding slowly down. The mirror was fogged, like someone had just taken a hot shower. But the shower was off. The room was warm. I stood there for a long time, heart pounding, trying to think of a logical explanation. Maybe humidity, maybe old plumbing. I wiped the mirror with my sleeve. There was a handprint underneath the fog, too large to be mine. The next morning I checked everything. Doors locked, windows closed, no signs of a break-in. I almost convinced myself it was nothing, until the second night. At 2:04 a.m., I woke up again. This time, I heard it clearly. The shower turning on, not full blast, just a low rush of water, like someone adjusting the temperature. I lay frozen in bed, staring at the dark ceiling. I told myself not to move, not to make a sound. The water ran for maybe 2 minutes, then it shut off. I didn't sleep after that. The third night, I left my phone recording audio on my nightstand. I told myself if it happened again, I'd have proof. At 1:57 a.m., I woke up to steam drifting into the hallway. The bathroom door was open. The light was on. I didn't go near it. I stayed in bed until sunrise, shaking. When I checked my phone recording, I heard the water. But I heard something else too. Breathing. Not mine. Slow, wet breathing, like someone standing very close to the microphone. At the very end of the recording, just before I woke up fully, there was a soft sound. Footsteps. Bare feet. Walking away. I called my landlord the next day. He came by in the afternoon and checked the plumbing. He said there were no leaks, no automatic systems, nothing wrong. Before he left, I asked him if anyone had a spare key. He paused for a second too long, then said, "No." I didn't believe him. That night, I slept with the bedroom door locked. At 2:11 a.m., I heard the shower turn on again, but this time, it didn't stop. Steam slipped under my bedroom door. Then I heard something worse, scraping, like fingernails dragging slowly across tile. Back and forth, back and forth. Then, a soft voice, barely louder than the water. I clean myself before I watch you. I screamed and called the police. They arrived fast. They searched the apartment, found nothing. But when one of the officers checked the bathroom, he went quiet. There were wet footprints on the tile, leading from the shower. Stopping directly outside my bedroom door, I moved out the next morning. I didn't pack. I didn't shower. I didn't look back. I live somewhere else now. Different building, different landlord, different locks. But sometimes, late at night, when the apartment is quiet, I hear something faint through the walls. A drip. A slow, steady drip. And the sound of water pipes warming up, like someone is getting ready again.